Well, hello, D&D friends, and welcome to Holy Rollerz Descent into Avernus, Episode 2. We are the all-priest D&D show about the Divine Fellowship, an interfaith alliance dedicated to protecting the world from extraplanar threats. They may worship different gods, but they are united against the hells. And now we will begin with introductions, and since I slighted her last time and just about skipped her, we're actually going to start with Tommy this evening.
Hello, I'm Tommy. I play Odelia, who's a cleric of Moiris, the water goddess, and also a wee bit barbarian, some little anger management issues.
Just a few. Okay. Lulu?
Hello, everyone. I'm Maple on Twitch, but tonight I'm going to be playing Lavender, a psionic paladin who worships Bahara.
Very good. Moth?
Hello, I am Scarlet Moth. I will be playing Aelin, the cleric warlock of Vorna, the goddess of wild magic and basically all magic that isn't just the holy stuff.
The dark arts. She's into all the dark stuff.
We don't discriminate.
No, we don't. Not at all.
It's all good.
Very good. John?
Hi, everyone. I'm John. I'm playing Thora Mikitas, a druid in the service of Finn Hefara.
Hey everybody, I'm JT. I play Anduriel. He is a warlock cleric of Naylock, and Naylock is the god of night and vengeance, and Anduriel has big anger management issues, not like Odelia.
I'm Ryan. I play Lachlan. He is the voice of the Hallowed Council and is also a bard paladin of Sindel, the goddess of love, beauty, and truth.
I'm Jeff. I play Gizik. I'm the witch priest of Sigrund, and I'm always trying to do my best to help souls into their afterlife of slavery.
Okay. So
You're what now?
Not unlike a devil. Okay.
I think it's temporary slavery. They serve their time with Sigrund, and then they get discarded or something.
He's a giver.
That's cheery.
It is.
Wow. Okay. Hey guys, I'm Ben. I play Morokhan. He's the cleric monk of Hamina, and Hamina is the goddess of the sun, the moon, the stars, and wandering and traveling.
And I am Sage of Sorcery, also known as Matt. I am your humble dungeon master, along with Ryan, who is co-DM. And I also play Sister Faudever in the other stream, Paladin Nun of Bestera, goddess of healing and protection, and the butt of numerous jokes. However, she has not eaten a shame stick like Ben. So, and if you want to know what that is, it is.
Don't knock it. Don't knock it till you try it.
Do not Google it. Do not Google it.
If you want to know what that is, here's the thing. You don't.
You don't.
We never mentioned this.
Yeah.
Wipe it from your memory.
What
Drink
happens,
bleach instead.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right. And speaking of drinking bleach, we have a little contest that we're going to tell you about. We want to know, do you know? You don't have to do that. That's not
weird lead-in.
Fine.
It
if
is
it's
a strange
dare.
lead-in. Yeah, it's another. Do you love clerics and paladins as much as we do? Is your cleric, paladin, druid, or priest a total bad A? Because we want to hear about it. So please enter the Bad A Cleric contest by going to the Holy Rollerz subreddit and replying to the contest thread pinned to the top of the page. The whole cast will vote on the best entry, and the winner is going to receive these beautiful celestial dice right here. And they also, JT, do you have your vault? Can you show them? The winner will also receive a free dice vault from JBG Garage Crafts. They are beautiful, made by John Gaitan. And he has only gotten better and better at making these things. John makes them with magnets now. He puts felt in front of. I mean, they are just absolutely beautiful. So we want to hear about your cleric, and we hope that you will enter that contest. And I am putting right now the link to our subreddit in the chat, and we will also put it. Jeffrey will put it in the doobly-doo below in the YouTube video when it goes up on our channel. You can follow our adventures on @HolyRollerz D&D1, and that is where we post things, and that will be magnificent. Now, in addition to that, we are also going to be having another giveaway a little bit later on in the season that is going to be coming from Tommy's store. So, Tommy, you want to tell everybody about your store?
Yes. So, thank you very much. I am an administrator, and my husband and I, just this last summer, decided that we needed to launch our own like D&D role-playing games, story makers shop. And so our first collection was all about like families that play D&D together. So I make these cute little enamel pins. This is just a couple of them from the collection. We have this DM Dad multi-class. I don't know. Can you even see that? I don't know. We have a mom version too. Those are some of our most popular ones. The little Nat 20 fam. This one, my favorite motherly D&D advice: don't be a murder hobo.
I need to get that for a few people I know.
Cross stitched on a nice little sampler, so you can remember what your mama taught you.
I love that it's cross stitched.
I was so entertained with myself when I drew that. I was like, yes. I am a super big nerd. Anyway, but we have our shop is Storymakers Trading Co. You can find us there on Instagram, and that's our shop name on Etsy. We have tons of pins. We have really cool all kinds of just accessories for people who like to play games and people who are world builders. I also draw fantasy maps, and so you'll find some of those there as well.
Moth, do you also have merch that you sell online as well?
I do have an Etsy store. It's currently closed at the moment just because I'm trying to get some stuff in order for university this year, but hopefully it should be open again soon. I might be selling stuff later once I get my act together.
Okay, well, that's okay. Plenty of time for that. We got plenty of months left in the season, and as soon as you do, then maybe we'll be doing a giveaway from Moth Store as well, or just here, buy this stuff. One of the two. So I have seen her art, however, and she is a wonderful artist. And so feel free to let us know when that happens. And then, of course, we have Ben. Ben's artwork is intermittently for sale, but Ben, are you open for commissions?
At the moment, I am not, but I will be soon. I've had a lot of freelance gigs come up lately, so I'm closed for the moment.
Okay, so closed for the moment, but coming soon. Well, let's jump into a little recap here, because if anybody's tuned in for the evening, I imagine they want to see some D&D. So last time on Descent into Avernus, the Hallowed Council battled a green dragon and his allies in the ruins beneath the city of Horta. As it began to lose the battle, the dragon fled through tapping into the power of an artifact called the Solar Insidiator, a device capable of dragging prime material locations into hell. Saint Delia Adira, demigoddess of beauty, then appeared and warned the priests to make haste to the halls of protection, temple of the goddess Bestera. The priests raced to the temple, where the Tri-Lord of the city was giving an ominous speech about service to the city of Horta. As Anduriel and Morokhan reached the first steps of the temple, Anduriel threw a vial of holy water that shattered against the Tri-Lord, forcing him to adopt the devilish form of a knight of hell and revealing the possession to the entire city of Horta. Just then, the Solar Insidiator exploded from the top of the halls of protection, and it activated, dragging Horta into Avernus. To make matters worse, a small army of seared devils has marched down the street and stand at the edge of the temple grounds ready to attack. Only the Hallowed Council and the priests of Bestera stand between the forces of hell and the people of Horta. And that is where we are beginning, ladies and gentlemen, on the steps of the temple. We are back into initiative. Now, I will tell you, a very eerie sound begins to play over the din of battle that is covering and all around people, as cultists that were already embedded in the city do battle with the clerics of Bestera, and as the Hallowed Council does battle with the Knight of Hell. And that sound is the sound of pipe music that is playing out throughout the city. And the eerie thing about it is that the music comes from, sounds like a panpipe, which shouldn't be able to reach above the battle. And yet that music is easily heard by everybody, and it is indeed creepy. You also become aware of the fact that that music is penetrating into your mind and into your body, and you feel like very soon it's going to make some kind of psychic attack and you might lose control of your body. And so before we begin initiative, we will let everybody know that that is the position that we find ourselves in, with that eerie music playing over everyone. Now, at the top of initiative, we have Hell. It's Hell's turn. And then after that, 22, we have Aelin and Thora. 19, we have Lachlan. 16, Morokhan. 14, Anduriel. 13, Odelia. 6, Sister Faudever. And 5 other people who are on their way. Don't let me skip you. Feel free to interrupt me. This is a lot to manage. So let's go ahead and jump into it. We will begin with Evil. So evil is ever present, but it's also dropped into a pit that Thora created by channeling divinity and calling on Finn Hefara. So Thora dropped that Knight of Hell into the pit, and he's not happy about that. And Thora, correct me if I'm wrong, he can't get up from the pit that you've created until the end of your turn on this round, right?
Correct.
Great. So this Knight of Hell, this bat-winged, horned, diabolical monstrosity, draws a vicious-looking curved sword. It looks like a cross between a scimitar, perhaps, and a saber of some kind. And he goes, "Ah! Ah!" and he screams, but he can't get up off the ground. Tommy, I see your hand up. What's up?
He also, because he's starting his turn in consecrated ground, he also takes 7 radiant damage.
Okay, so the Knight of Hell, unfortunately for him, is going to take 7 radiant damage as Odelia consecrated the ground, which I'm sure he's pretty much not happy about. Okay, and what can he do from here? Well, he can only see Odelia, Aelin, and Morokhan from the edge of that pit.
See me.
So... Oh, excuse me. Aelin also chickened out. I mean, she used her magic wisely and turned invisible right after she wreaked havoc. And she cursed him. So he is going to cast the Awaken Pride spell. And Odelia, I don't know if he's more angry at you or if he's more angry at Thora or Moro. Oh, we can't see Thora. Never mind. All right, so 1 to 2, I'm going to roll. 1 to 2, he's going for Morokhan. 3 to 4, he's going for Odelia.
I'll say I haven't done anything yet.
It looks like he's angry about that radiant damage, Odelia. He casts Awaken Pride. However, because of Aelin's Curse of Misfortune spell, he has a -3 to attack. So Odelia, he only gets himself, that would have been a 23, but it's only a 20 versus will. Odelia, does a 20 hit your will?
Oh, yes. My will's only 16.
Okay.
It doesn't have any kind of bonus, does it? No? Okay.
Your will is 16? No. Unless anybody here has a power that can help you. Ooh, well, that's not too bad. You're going to take 5 points of psychic damage. And unfortunately, Odelia, on your turn, you're going to have to spend your standard attack action insulting everyone around you for their faults and mistake.
Oh, so I'm going to do a Sister Faudever then.
Exactly. That spell automatically works on her. So Odelia, on your turn, unfortunately, your standard action, you must criticize everyone around you. So Odelia, as you're standing there and he chants this horrible infernal spell that he barks out at you, you look around you and Aelin's invisible and you're just disgusted with her for turning invisible. And Morokhan standing next to you and his golden scales are bothering you. And you're like, "Where's Anduriel, you useless word?" I mean, you just can't help these horrible feelings of pride that you're better than they are. And that is what he's going to do. Yes. He can't move.
I mean, she's entitled to her wrong opinion.
She is. Okay. He is also going to use... Oh, he can't do that. Well, all right. That's unfortunately going to have to be his turn because Thora has trapped him in that pit. And that is his turn. However, it is now the turn of the Seared Devils. and they go charging in. And Sister Faudever's readied action now goes off. So Sister Faudever is now 26. As the Seared Devils move in, she is going to attack one of them with her smiting symbol. So a Seared Devil comes charging in, and she will attack. And unfortunately, that is a 4, which is only a 16. And let's check the Seared Devils. The Seared Devils AC, unfortunately, is a 19. So she missed with that attack. So a wave of Seared Devils, these diabolical red-skinned horned creatures in battered iron armor. It's just dented. It looks like it was pulled off multiple battlefields. They really don't look like the upper tier devil. They're just stock soldiers, but their skin is sizzling like hot coals. Like you can feel the warmth coming off of them. She picks up her sword and casts a spell, and Bestera's shield is projected out in front of her, and it would have blasted that Seared Devil that was coming at her. But what happens is it comes out, and she trips backward and goes, oh! So she flashes the bat signal into the air instead as her holy symbol. She's like, oh! And like it goes up into the air, and Bestera's shield is projected over the field, but it doesn't make contact with anyone. And that, unfortunately, will be her turn. Now, as the Seared Devils swarm over, here is what we will do. Some of them will be engaged. We are going to roll to see how many Seared Devils attack each one of you. So we are going to start at the top with Sister Faudever, who is going to have 2 Seared Devils on her. And then Aelin. They cannot see you right now, but in the area... Aelin, there are 2 in the area near you. Lachlan. 2 Seared Devils, Lachlan, come towards you. Morocon. 1 Seared Devil, Morocon, comes up behind you. Anduriel. Sorry, dropped it. Anduriel, 1 Seared Devil comes charging at you. Odelia. Odelia, 1 Seared Devil comes charging at you. So they're swarming all around, and Gizik, sorry. Gizik, 1 Seared Devil also is going to attack you. Gizik, where are you on your initiative, bud?
What's that?
Where are you on initiative, Gizik?
I think it was pretty close to the end.
Okay, so we're going to...
He came before Sister Faudever, I thought.
Okay, so Gizik, we're going to make
I've had a turn yet.
We're going to make you
That's
6.
right. He
Gizik.
didn't have a turn last time.
Yeah, well, that makes sense because you weren't on the initiative, so we will fix that. So Gizik, you will have 1 Seared Devil that is on you. And so these Seared Devils kind of swarm up the temple steps, and there are quite a few of them, and they are surrounding us. So now you find yourself in melee with these Seared Devils and with the Knight of Hell. And now it would be their turn. So starting off up at the top with Sister Faudever, the Seared Devil, she's going to have 2 attacks coming with her. They're going to hit her with their Ashen Slam, and her AC is 20, so they need 12s. So 1 hit and 1 miss. One of the Seared Devils swings a pike at her, and she takes 8 plus 4, 12 points of damage, and she is marked. And Lachlan, my friend, what is your AC? Lachlan Dulé.
Ryan.
It's you.
He's muted.
You're muted, my friend. We can't hear you. You're still muted.
Hold up the fingers that represent your AC. 21.
21. Okay.
3.
They need.
I can count.
No, that was
3.
I saw a VI that's 6.
Okay, 1 miss, 1 hit, Lachlan. Lachlan, you take 5 plus 4. You take 9 points of damage, Lachlan, and you are marked. And that is Lachlan. Okay, moving right on down the line. Morocon, you have one on you. Morocon, does a 16 hit your AC?
It does not.
You are missed. Very good.
Can you hear me?
Anduriel.
Can you hear me? Testing.
Yes,
Can you hear me?
we can hear you now.
Okay.
Anduriel, does a 16 hit your AC?
Yes.
It does. All right.
Yes.
Anduriel, you take 12 points of damage from that one seared devil on you, and you are marked. Odelia, a 1, miss. Natural 1. Very good. Gizik, 19 plus 8 hits everything at this level. Gizik, you take 12 points of damage, and you are marked. And that is where the turn of hell ends. Okay, so you find yourselves, Thora. Did we not roll on you, Thora? Where are you?
You did not roll for me.
Okay, Thora, there are 2 seared devils now on you as well.
Okay.
All right, Thora, does a 14 and a 15 hit your AC?
No, my AC is 19.
All right, so these seared devils come in with their halberds and their pitchforks, and they come in and they swing, but you are able to deflect it aside with your staff. And that now is all of the seared devils. We are in melee. It's a huge grand melee. It is now Aylin's turn. Aylin, you are invisible. There are 2 seared devils standing around where you are. You are in effect.
Yes, Thora,
surrounded.
that stick, that very stick right there.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Let me see what I could do. So 2 devils near me, and then there's still the
Knight of Hell in the pit
Yeah.
below you.
Okay. Well, she'll become visible, so she won't keep up the invisibility.
Okay.
And if I can read, are they clumped together?
They are right next to each other in front of you.
I'm gonna Hunger of Hadar.
You're gonna Hunger. Have you already used
Oh,
Hunger
no, wait,
of Hadar daily?
Wait, I think I used it against the dragon. That's right. I
You
will not
did.
use it then.
Unfortunately, that would have been a great choice, though.
It would have been.
That was a great idea. Yeah.
We can do a fiery bolt instead.
Okay, you do realize you will provoke attacks of opportunity from them because that's a ranged attack, and you are right next to them.
This is even worse.
Oh, it's bad.
But you are invisible right now, yes?
No, I become visible.
She becomes visible at the beginning of her turn. Unfortunately, it's a weak enchantment.
Oh. Well, on the plus side, everyone's within my aura, so you've got 1d6 extra fire and radiant damage to whatever you do.
I'm going to cause fear.
That is not a terrible idea.
So she becomes visible in front of them, smirks, and just boo.
Okay, you realize that will also provoke an attack of opportunity, right? Because it's a ranged attack.
How is everything arranged?
You're a warlock. I'm sorry.
I'm going to wave at them. Sorry, attack of opportunity. Sorry.
You are limited in your options here.
Yes.
Oh wait,
this is
Aylin, you have Shadow Dance armor, don't you? And that means your attacks do not provoke attacks of opportunity, so you can use anything you want.
okay. That makes everything a lot better then.
I'm glad I had your character sheet in front of me. It's not.
Let's
Right,
go
you
back.
can use anything.
We're going to go back to plan number 1, which is a fiery bolt.
Okay.
So she'll appear in front of them, and then she's going to burn the hell out of them. Where'd my dice go?
You're going to attack a seared devil with fire.
I'm sorry. My brain is real mush today. cause fear then.
Okay.
Which is they have to. It's wisdom versus will.
Yep. So you have a +8 to your attack.
Yes. 27.
That is more than sufficient. Okay, so they're gonna move from you. We're going to go to their speed plus your charisma. All right. So that devil is going to run 6 squares away from you, Aelin. So the one directly in front of you, Aelin, runs into the crowd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. And Morocon, you and Odelia can make free attacks against it because it ran away.
Nice.
As it runs away, she's going to yell to the crowd and to her allies, "Get them!"
Okay. Very
Remember,
nice.
Everyone has a +1 to all their attacks because you're all under bless.
That's right. Thank you for reminding us, Tommy.
And my opportunity attack is a 19.
Mine's a dirty 20.
Those are both hits, my friends.
Woohoo!
That is an 8 damage.
Okay.
Same.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's handy.
Is that just to one?
That is to the one that Aelin made run away.
Okay.
Alrighty. So this, Aelin, you cast your spell and you're like, get them! And Odelia, you stab into it with your harpoon and it runs from Odelia. Then Morocon, you club it upside the head and it picks up its skirts. It doesn't really have a skirt, but it's like, ah! And it runs away like it saw a spider or something. Very embarrassed. Aelin, you still have a minor action. Would you like to curse this thing?
I will curse that one, yes.
Okay, so you can add 1d8 damage to that.
Would you like me to roll that?
Yes.
6.
Okay. All right, that poor devil looks like he's just had the crap beaten out of him. So, I mean, he's a devil, though, so I don't know how bad you can feel for him. But very nice. All right, that is Aelin. Thora, it is your turn, my friend. Thora, you find yourself with 2 seared devils next to you in squares 22H and 23I. John, you're muted.
Apologies. If I shift to H23, actually, you know what? No, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna do something else. He is going to plant his staff down on the ground and cast Swarming Locust as beetles flow out from his cloak and begin devouring these devils alive.
Okay.
Everything in the blast. Here we go. 17 to hit on the first.
Get a +1.
It's 18.
18.
That hits.
Okay, and for the other one, 30.
Okay, that is also a hit.
And then it's 1d8 plus 4. 11 points of damage, and then plus a d6 from Marokon's ability, correct?
That's for melee attacks, I believe. Is this a melee attack or a
No,
blast?
it is a blast. It is a blast. Never mind.
Okay. Oh, Morocon, did you and Odelia add that die 6 fire damage when you... Oh, wait. It's fire damage, right?
It's fire and radiant.
Ooh, and as the Seared Devil does not have resistance to radiant damage, it will take that. So, Odelia and Morocon, please roll your 1d6. So 5. Very nice.
For 5 from me.
It's a 1 from me.
Okay, well, he looks like another hit or two, and that bad boy's going down. All right, so Thora, you cast your spell, and a horrid swarm of what? Locusts
Beetles.
or beetles?
Always beetles.
Okay.
Yeah, it's always beetles.
All right, so your beetles begin doing the mummy, and they crawl up and begin eating, and the devils are screaming, ah! and fear comes into their eyes as that happens. They don't like that. They like
those two enemies also grant combat advantage until the end of my next turn.
Very nice. Okay. Okay, and that is the Thora. Thora, you want to do anything with your minor, or are you calling it good? You're going to transform into your swarm form so that you can take less damage?
No, I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm not going to do anything right now.
Okay. All right, that's Aelin and Thora. And that is when you hear a horrible, horrible roar come from the top of the steeple where the solar incendiator exploded out of the church. And the green dragon that you fought before comes flying up out of the broken steeple of the temple of the halls of protection. And it flies down. It will have to take its full turn to fly down. But as it does come flying down, Anduriel, it looks like it's coming straight for you. And it roars out and it screams as it's flying and swooping down towards you. And it screams out, "Fear! Fear, little mortals! How do the odds look to you now?" And Anduriel, it's swooping, and dragon fear begins to just settle. There's screams from the clerics of Bestera who are still fighting the cultists of Asmodeus and Navariel on the steps of the temple. However, from around the other side of the chapel, a griffin with a mounted rider and a lance comes swooping down towards the dragon. And on its back is Lavender, who has mustered the Skywarden's knight to join the fray. Yes. Lavender is now going to attempt to make a leap onto the dragon's back, which has been done before. So she swoops down. Lavender, would you please make an athletics check?
The eagles are coming.
It's a very impressive roll of a 6 + 7.
Okay,
13.
So a 13. Okay, so Lavender, you leap off of the griffin and you start tumbling forward. And unfortunately, the griffin rider is forced to change its charge with its lance to catch you as you miss. And it is unable to lance the dragon as it has to take its turn to use a swift rescue action. So Lavender takes a leap with her hammer, comes off, and it's like the dragon goes whoosh past her, and she's like, ah. Lavender, you are now slung back onto the griffin. You have a fly speed of 8, so we will put you. Lavender, we will put you in square 12C, 5 squares up.
12C + 5. Okay.
Anduriel, the dragon lands in front of you in squares 10, 11, G, and H. And he looks at you as though you might be a tasty morsel. And that is going to be a whole lot of nasty dragon. All right, Lachlan, it is your turn, my friend. You have 2 seared devils on you. A dragon behind you, a knight of hell in a pit.
Okay, which squares are the devils in? The seared devils?
The devils are in 18A and 17B. They are not flanking you yet. And you also, Lachlan, you hear that horrid music drifting throughout, and you feel like it's building into a crescendo that you may have the potential to do something about.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to do something about it. Okay, explain to me how the wild surge works. I try to do something and then I roll on the table and we see if I pull it off or if it goes weird. Okay.
You declare your intended spell that you're intending to use. Are you channeling Vana's divinity?
I think I am. Yeah. So
okay,
I'm gonna pull out the flute and I'm going to use a blunder
That's
attack.
my thing. Jeez.
Oh.
It is.
Sorry,
but
I realized I was muted, but I was saying that's my thing. What are you doing for the past
It
minute?
is. Yeah, for those of you who were not here for our previous seasons, as the voice of the coalition, Lachlan has the power to call upon everyone's channel divinity if he chooses to do so. And it looks like he is calling on
Does
Vana.
that use our slot?
No, it does not.
Okay.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Okay, so I'm going to attempt to do a staggering note on one of those seared devils.
Okay.
And but as he does it, he says, "This is very strange for me, Vana, but can you work some of your craziness here? We're a little outnumbered."
It's not craziness, it's chaos.
Does Aelin shout that out?
Yes, she does.
So, Lady
Have
Blackcloak,
some respect.
Okay.
Could take my magic.
All right. So, strangely enough, Vana answers your prayer, and wild magic explodes from the symbol of your office, holy symbol. And go ahead and roll on the chart, and let's see what happens.
I don't have the chart in front of me. Do you have it, Matt?
Oh, Aelin, do you have it?
I have it. Yes.
Okay, roll on the chart, and Moth will tell you what you get.
I got a 2. That's not good, is it?
Roll on
2?
this table at the start of each of your turns for the next minute, ignoring the result of a 1 or a 2 on subsequent rolls.
The next minute. So,
oh my gosh!
What about just the Jeopardy song?
Okay, so Lachlan, you explode with wild magic, and Aelin, you recognize that he is his holy symbol pulses once with wild magic. There's all kinds of aura and flashing and sparkling floating in the air, and then it pulses again, and you're like, oh my gosh, he's destabilized magic right in front of the temple. The spectrum is broken in front of the temple, and at the beginning of each of your turns, I guess that's what we'll be doing. Okay.
You had one job, Lachlan.
So what happens to the staggering note this round?
Nothing. That was just your intention. You still have a move and a minor until we see what happens next round.
Well,
one job.
I'm gonna with a minor. I'm gonna use virtue, get myself some temporary hit points, and then with my move, I will begin to play a song.
Okay. So are you playing the song of the music the Piper gave you?
The song of the music the Piper gave me, yes.
All right. So unluckily for you, Lachlan, because you've not had the time to practice this counter song that the Piper, the Archfey, gave you, you must make a check with greater disadvantage. So you must roll twice on your performance check and take the lower of the 2 rolls.
Oh, the lower is a 9. Got a 9 and a 15. So let's see. With my perform of 12, that's a 21.
Okay. You needed a 20. So congratulations. So, all right. So as the Piper's music begins to fill everyone's hearts, you panic a little bit because you all feel yourselves losing control of your bodies, and you feel yourselves pulled towards the advancing seared devils that are charging into our battle. And then Lachlan's song plays out. Lachlan, do you have that song on your phone or anything?
Jeff is gonna play it for us.
Okay, is he? All right then.
Yeah, it's playing.
Is it?
I hear nothing.
Wait, is this like the Emperor's New Clothes, and I'm supposed to pretend like I hear it?
Yep.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yep, that was
It's
the
great.
So you can hear it if you're on Twitch, but you can't hear it on our.
Okay. Well, if people heard it on Twitch, we can always try to play it later.
I can hear it in my mind's
And it's
ear.
beautiful. Okay. So as Lachlan's song kind of
Oh, is that
wafts
Katy
out
Perry?
over, yes, it's Teenage Dream. Wafts out over you, you all feel that control over your body is returned. If Lachlan does not use his move action to play that song, you will lose your move actions fighting the Piper's song. So, congratulations, Lachlan. You still have your minor.
I used it to use virtue.
Okay.
So
All right.
I need some temporary hit points.
Alrighty, very good, Lachlan, and I can't wait to see what you roll on the channel divinity chart. Okay, that is Lachlan. Moralcon, you're up, my friend. You have one seared devil in front of you, and the Knight of Hell and a pit down below you.
What square is that dude in?
He is in square 20I.
Dude, I
Okay.
think you mean the Knight of Hell.
No, he's meant the seared devil.
The seared devil. Oh well, it's a devil come to eviscerate us all.
Yes. Well, you're fighting an army of devils, a dragon, and the Knight of Hell. Good luck.
Yes. Well, the Tri-Lord is out of my reach because how far down is he?
He's 2 squares down. So there is a square between you.
So he's out of my reach. I am going to
pull a Street Fighter Dalsim leg, and you can reach it.
Right.
All the way.
Yeah. I don't think I have that ability. So, because I'm only a level 7 monk. So maybe next level. I'm going to 5 storms these 2 seared devils next to me, both of them.
There's only one seared devil on you. The other one ran away.
But he has
cast a spell on it.
But there's one that's right next to Thora, which is also right next to me, yes?
Are you shifting over a square? That one's in 22H. Are you going to shift over to 21? You can do it if you shift over into square 21I.
Oh, then yes, I will.
All right, go ahead and make your attacks, my friend.
Alrighty. So now I have 3 dudes around me, yes?
No, you have 2.
I have 2, okay. Then I've got the other one missed. So that one is a 22 to hit for 1.
Versus AC?
Reflex.
Okay, reflex. Their reflex is only 14, my friend.
Oh, cool. So one of them is definitely a hit, and the other one is definitely a hit as well. Okay, so that's cool. Works for me. And Stone Fist on the first one.
Okay.
7. So 13 for 1.
Okay.
And the other one gets... Ooh, that's bad. 6.
Okay. Well, I'm sure Thora appreciates the fact that you did 6 points of damage, so I don't think it's that bad. Did you add your radiant? Did you add your radiant fire damage from your?
Oh, I forgot I have that. Okay, so +4 radiant damage on the first one, and that's better. +6 on the second one.
Okay. Alrighty. All right. So Morocon, describe what that looks like as you step in between these 2 guys that are around you to do this 5 storms.
Okay. Well, I see the Tri-Lords out of my range, but I see one dude next to me and a couple others surrounding Thora. So I need to take care of what I can take care of that's closest to me. So I do this smooth shifting over 1 square and just working into this.
Okay. So you E-Honda them? Guys. You're like E-Honda in the... Okay, ma'am. All right, Anduriel, it is your turn, my friend.
Okay.
There's a dragon on you, Anduriel. And there is 1 seared devil on you as well.
Where's the seared devil in relation to the dragon and myself?
The seared devil is on square 13H. The dragon is in squares 10 and 11, G and H. So you are flanked by them.
Okay.
It's not a great place to be.
And he's calmed down, huffing and puffing about fear and stuff, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's huffing and puffing. He thinks you should be afraid.
Well, okay.
Are you scared?
So, Anduriel is going to curse this dragon.
Okay.
The Warlock's curse as a minor action.
Okay.
He'll say something to the fear. You worthless worm. I travel with an overzealous dragonborn, an ogre who hits us more than he hits the enemy, and then we're all led by a teenager with a giant goiter on his face. That is fear, not you. And so he's going to cast his like hands start having this little glow again. The silver sheen's like, okay, what's going on? And I'm gonna try Grasp of the Iron Tower on the dragon.
Okay, is that a ranged attack, Anduriel?
I know that, and you know that, but Anduriel doesn't know that. He's just feeling stuff happening, and so he's gonna make the attack.
All right, the Seared Devil will get an attack of opportunity. Does an 18? Does a 20 hit your AC?
Yes.
All right, Anduriel, you take 11 points of damage from the Seared Devil, and the dragon is going to get a bite attack on you.
Okay.
And the dragon only rolls a 20. Is that a hit?
My AC?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you take 12 points of damage from the dragon bite and ongoing poison 5 from the dragon's bite.
Hey, Matt, I must be wrong on either where Anduriel is or where the dragon.
Anduriel is in square 12H.
Okay.
Dragon's in front of him, the devil's behind him.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. Well, that hurt, and that was unexpected. What? So here we go. Versus Fortitude on the dragon.
Okay. What is it?
It's a 20, Precious.
Is it a natural 20?
That is a natural 20, Precious.
Would you like to back that natural 20 up?
I would. I don't have a great camera for this, but I'm going to try to show everybody.
Okay, we can see it from there.
That is a 2. Bugger. Sorry. Darn.
Yeah, that is a bugger. And Anduriel, do you have any way to be able to re-roll that by any chance? Do you have?
Oh, by chance I do. We're gonna Memory of 1,000 Lifetimes seems like a good. No. That's I'm only adding 1d6 to that. Sorry.
I don't think 1d6 is gonna help your 2, buddy.
No, I have my ring. I can roll twice on my first attack of the enemy.
That is true. Your ring of phantasmal approach. Very good.
Yes. Let's try again, shall we?
Okay, the only problem is that's for the attack roll, not for a backed up 20.
Well, I don't have anything then, so I'm not going to use the ring.
It's a hit, but it's a hit. So
I'll take it. So this is 2d10. Ooh, nice. Okay. So that's 17 points of damage.
Okay.
The target cannot move closer to me until the end of my next turn.
Ooh.
And so what happens is this hand of iron appears out of the ground and crushes the foe, and you hear this sound of like popping bones and flesh. It's going. And so equal parts like, holy cow, that's awesome, and equal parts, ow.
Okay.
What?
All right. So the dragon bites you. The devil behind you stabs you with its lance, its pitchfork, and the dragon prepares to chomp on you when this iron hand comes up out of the ground and like shoves its jaw off of you.
Add 6 points for my curse damage. I forgot to roll that. I apologize.
Okay.
And so I'm going to use my action point.
That's a 1d6 radiant damage, isn't it?
He's too far away.
Okay.
Too far
He's not
away.
near Moroccan.
Sorry.
He has to be within 5 squares of me.
Use my action point. I'm going to turn to the devil and bear my non-fangs, and I'm going to use armor of divine or weapon of divine protection with the Leviathan's tooth.
Okay, but it's probably an instinct for Anduriel to bear his fangs, so I bet he probably did. He was probably like, ha!
Well, he's expecting a reaction to. He's like, ha! And the devil's like,
hey,
you've got great teeth. It's a nice straight smile you got there, Warlock. Okay.
I think I see a problem with your upper bicuspid. You might
a little.
Yeah.
He's had braces.
Okay.
That is a 17. That's a 22 versus our AC.
That would be a hit.
Okay.
Because it's actually a 23 because of Odelia.
Oh, perfect.
And it's only because of Odelia's spell that you hit.
8.
Go, Odelia.
So that's 15 points of damage. Allies adjacent to me get +2 defenses till end, and because of the Leviathan's tooth, the target is prone, and everything in a burst 3 gets pushed away.
Okay. And that would include the dragon.
Yes, it would.
The dragon is shoved back 1, 2, 3. It is now in squares 8 and 9, G and H. And because of your Iron Tower spell, it can't move closer to you.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. So, Anduriel, you slam your dagger into the seared devil, and he looks horrified as he's flattened by the power of the Leviathan's tooth. And that roar, that horrible roar, everybody hears the roar. People look around you like, where there's another monster, it's another dragon. They look around, they're not sure where the roar is coming from. And yet,
just Anduriel.
Very nice. Okay, Odelia, it is your turn. You've been patiently waiting.
So I have been patient with you lot this whole time, but all of a sudden I can't even control myself anymore. And all I can say is, ever since I joined up with you lot, it's been one crisis after another. And now we're in this mess, and there's a dragon, and there's devils, and there's everything, and you lot are completely incompetent. What are we even doing in this mess? You keep disappearing. You keep trying to do things that don't even work. I can't even take it from any of you anymore. And she just is like, hands on her knees, like, I just like can't believe that all the things she's been so politely trying not to say over the last couple of days since she joined up have just like word vomited out.
Okay. Odelia just completely berates it. All of you loses it. Odelia, you then regain control of yourself for your move and minor, and you realize what you've just done and said.
Oh, for my minor action, I'm just going to say, I'm sorry, that was not me. That was that guy. I mean, it's true, but we're working together as a team.
Sure. Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm gonna stay there so that my consecrated ground stays going, I think.
All right, so you'll use your move action to sustain your consecrated ground then.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Odelia, you channel energy back into the consecrated ground, which is going to, and somewhere across the battlefield, Sister Fodder, so it's like, King, and she goes, King, words said in anger, you can't take them back. She finds the time to berate you just as that goes along. Okay.
How dare you?
Very good, Odelia. All right, Gizik, it is your turn, and because we hosed you on your last turn, Gizik, you get 2 turns.
All right.
So I hope you've been thinking about what you're going to do here while you're waiting patiently.
Wait, so you're making him use an action point?
No, I'm just giving him an extra turn because he didn't get one last time.
All right. I will use Fist of Stone and attack this devil next to me with Hag's Hunger.
Okay.
So that is a 30 and a 20.
Those are both hits, my friend.
Right.
Yeah, and for our commentator, Poinketh, he hit twice again. Not that you have to feel compelled to recognize that when you do your review. Just saying. John, you're cut out, bud. You're
all right, so I get a +4 to my damage because I hit that second time as a bonus.
Yes, you did.
Plus Fist of Stone gives me 8. So that's 16 plus 12 is 34 plus 10 from the dice. That's 44 damage on this devil.
Okay, Gizik, you rip the devil to shreds with your claws.
Dang.
Woot. So this seared devil comes charging at you with this pike, and he lifts it up, and he's like, ah! And you grab the pike and bury one of your claws into him, and he looks at you, and he's like, ah! And you just start shredding, and he tries to get away. You pull him back in, and he's like, ah! And you tear into him. And as every devil knows, death on Avernus for a devil is permanent.
Dang.
You have another action, my friend, and a move and a minor.
Oh, so the minor was Fist of Stone.
Okay.
So if I get 2 turns, I think that's good for the first turn. And for the second one, I will move in next to the Tri-Lord.
Okay.
into 22J.
Okay. That is, you're gonna sit on top of him?
I thought he was in 22K.
He's in 22. You're right. Okay. So you jump down into the pit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be able to reach this guy, right? So, same thing again, Hag's Hunger.
Okay.
Which is a 22 and a 19 versus
It's
AC.
actually a 22, or actually, it's a 25 and a 22 because he's prone and Odelia's spell. And because of Odelia's spell, again, you hit with both.
Odelia. Nice.
All right. So
never underestimate a +1.
All right. So then, counting all the bonuses before for both attacks plus bonuses, that was 24 plus the dice makes another 34 damage against the Trilord.
Did you add Morokon's 1d6?
I will.
Do it.
Okay,
You are close
so that's
enough.
a 38 damage against the Trilord.
All right. So this half hag witch priest just comes loping across, rips up a devil, leaps down onto this knight of hell, and he sneers at you as you drop into the pit until you begin raking your claws over his face. And then he starts bellowing horrible, horrible obscenities. You fall on him and he goes, "You cannot do this to me. I am a knight of hell." And apparently Gizik doesn't care.
Gizik don't care.
Don't forget that he has the curse of misfortune.
Yes, he does. So, unfortunately, well, that's going to sting for him. Okay, and that is Gizik's 2 turns. Lavender.
I actually want to bewitch him as well.
Go for
with
it.
a minor. So that is 22 versus Will.
That is exactly what you needed to bewitch him.
I'm going to give him vulnerability 2.
Okay. All right. Vulnerability 2 it is. So Gizik he
choice.
falls under your power as you hack it. Now, I will also tell you, Gizik, his plate armor is making it very difficult for you to do a lot of damage. You can tell you're clawing him and it's hurting, but you can tell he's got hit points for days. It's a drop in the bucket for him. And then he's going to get up. So that would be Gizik's turn. Lavender, it is your turn, waiting so patiently at the bottom of initiative. Lavender, you have a fly speed of 8 on the back of that griffin, and Captain Mara Dame leans back over to you and she goes, "Where do you want me to maneuver to?" As she wheels the griffin around in the air.
Okay, so dragons causing havoc.
Oh, yes.
I point to the dragon. Don't even say anything. I'm just ready to make the jump this time.
Okay, you going to leap off again as she comes to
Yeah.
try to skewer the dragon? Go for it.
I fudged it once. I can't fudge it twice. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Well, it depends. The dragon is on the ground now, and it's pinned by Anduriel's spell.
That's a 4 plus 7.
Okay, so 4 plus 7, and is there any bonus? Odelia, is it +1 to skill checks or just to attacks?
Oh, just to attacks.
Okay, well, you'll be able to land safely, but not on the dragon. You'll land to the side of him in square 9F, Lavender.
Cool. I meant to do that. I meant
Okay.
to land there.
So
That's
you
obviously
didn't
what I
time it, but you at least landed safely.
I'm fine. So that was my movement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that was your movement. You still have a standard and a minor.
Cool. All right.
Bring
so
the pain.
the first thing I want to do from the ground, which is the most impressive place to do a battle, I personally think, against a dragon, is I would like to hit it with my hammer.
Do you want to use a basic Paladin's Judgment or?
No, I'm gonna use a basic, and then I think Paladin's Judgment adds on to that.
Paladin's
Melee
Judgment
attack.
is part of the attack. So go
Yeah,
ahead and
so-
roll your attack.
15 plus 11 versus AC.
That actually it's plus, so it's plus 12 because of Odelia's spell.
Right. Sorry.
Um,
Yes.
So you, and once again, because of Odelia's spell, you hit.
That's
You guys
right.
have no idea. Like it's like.
Thank you, Odelia. Amazing.
No, I have an idea.
Yeah.
I've heard. Okay, then I get out my special D10 because
Okay.
this is pretty. And it's a 1d10 plus 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10. And then I'm adding on Paladin's Judgment. Do I roll again?
So you roll a total of 3 die 10, and then you add 5.
Oh, okay. So that's a 5, that's a 4,
9.
and that's a 2.
So 9, 11 plus 5, so 16 points of damage to the dragon. And Lavender, you can also allow one ally within 5 squares of you to spend a healing surge, and Anduriel desperately needs it.
Should I give it to Anduriel?
Well, you could instead choose to give it to a nameless cleric who is standing nearby. However,
Or the dragon.
Anduriel just climbed out of the dragon's mouth. So
I mean, like, okay.
Okay. All right, so Lavender, you come flying off this griffin. Do you say anything as you invoke Vahara's judgment on him? Like, you're a terrible speller or something.
I feel like she's like so embarrassed that she managed to miss a dragon twice. She's like, I planned this all along.
Okay.
Is she?
Okay, so you flare with holy light, and you slam into the side of the dragon, and it roars in pain. And then that golden light peels off the dragon, and it forms into your hand, and you just redirect it. And Anduriel, you may spend a healing surge, my friend.
Yeah, I'm like looking towards like Odelia, and then I see Anduriel climbing out of the dragon's mouth, and I'm like, yep, okay, that's fair.
Okay. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that is Lavender's turn. Lavender, have you used your minor? Nope.
No, I
Anything
haven't.
you
I
wanna
got distracted by a newborn baby.
Do you want to divine challenge the dragon, or?
Oh heck yeah, I do. You know, I point at it and I like do like the you and me, bud.
Okay. Bring it,
on.
Scruffy. Okay, very nice. Alrighty, very good. And that is a full round, and we are back up to the top with it's Hell's turn.
Wait,
the Knight of Hell.
Just Bear.
She has a new turn in initiative because of her charge. So unfortunately, it's not her turn. So the Knight of Hell is his turn first. So the first thing he does, Gizik, is get up. And he is still suffering under the effects of Aylin's curse. And
he takes 7 damage.
Yes, he does. All right, he has no desire to continue to fight this battle on consecrated ground, but he's really mad at Gizik. So I think what he is going to do is wow, dang it, he used his move action for him. I think he is going to shift. He's going to use the Hellish Rise power. He is going to shift 6 squares into the air and hover. So Aylin, he is now in the same position, but he is 4 squares up, like right in front of you and Odelia. And hover, and anyone adjacent to him when he rises takes 10 fire damage and is knocked prone. Gizik, you are the only one adjacent to him. So Gizik, you take 10 fire damage and you are knocked prone as he explodes with flame and then flaps and flies straight up into the air so quickly that nobody's able to get to him. And that is his move action and his standard action. And he is pissed enough that he is going to use an action point. And he is going to cast the Curse of Narcissism on... he is going to... Let's see. Who is he going to go for?
That sounds like something Lachlan would have.
Well, he is a servant of Navariel, the Archangel of Pride, or the fallen Archangel of Pride. So I think he is going to cast the Curse of Narcissism on Aylin because he is annoyed by her and the cause fear, perhaps. And Gizik, he just harmed. Aylin, does a 28 hit your will, Aylin?
It does, but I'm gonna see about something.
Okay.
But she doesn't want it to, so.
Is that an attack roll?
It is an attack roll.
Well, he has to re-roll it.
Okay, you're going to use Dark Mother Magra's
because isn't he suffering from the curse of misfortune?
Yes, he is.
Well, he has to, whenever the target makes an attack roll, it rolls twice and uses the lower result.
That is only a roll of a 6. Does a 19 hit your will?
My will is 19.
Oh.
Who's attacking
No, it's
her?
not. No, it's not, Aelin. Remember, he has a -3 to attack. So he misses you. Oh, he hates you so much. All right, so he casts a curse at you, and you feel for a moment, like you're like everybody else around you doesn't matter. But then you recognize from your training in the Coven of Twilight when a spell is altering your mind, and you easily shove it away. And he looks at you like he's waiting for it to take you, and his jaw just kind of like drops.
Oh, silly.
Okay.
You forget that already nobody else does matter to me.
Okay. And that is his turn. Now, the Seared Devil attacks. Aelin, there is one Seared Devil on you that is going to attack. You chase the other one away. And it rolls an 18 versus AC. Is that a hit?
No, mine's 18 now.
Your what?
My AC is 18.
That's what he rolled. So that's a hit.
Great.
Sorry about that. All right, so Aelin, you take another 9 points of damage, and you are marked. And that is the one on Aelin. Okay, going right down the line. Thora, you have 2 of them on you. They're going to attack you. Oh, Thora, does an 11 hit your AC, Thora?
It does not.
So miss on Thora. Congratulations. Okay, Sister Faudever. Oh! 19 and a 15 on the die. And Sister Faudever, 9 plus 8 is 17. Ow, plus 8.
It's okay. She's a hardy woman.
Sister Faudever takes 25 points of damage.
We'll give her a nice funeral. Don't worry.
Thank
no
you.
Celebrations.
Thank you so much.
She'd want it that way.
Okay. She gets just clubbed upside the head, stabbed with their forks. Lachlan, you have 2 of them on you. A 1 and a 20 versus AC. Is that a hit?
Oh, not a natural 20?
No, it's just a 20 total. Is that a hit?
Oh, good. No, I've got a 21.
By 1. All right, miss on Lachlan. Very nice. Morocon, you have 1 on you, and he rolls a 2. That is a miss. And Duriel, the devil is pinned on you, but he's still going to take a swipe at you.
Yeah.
With a -2 to attack, and that's a 4. So swing and a miss on Enduriel. Odelia, you have 1 on you, and it is it's a 22. Does that hit your AC?
That does hit.
Odelia, 9 plus 4. Odelia, you take 13 points of damage, and you are marked. And then Gizik, you shredded yours to pieces.
Yep, and then I
so
left
he will
the
not be
area.
attacking you. All right, that is Hell's turn, and now it is Aelin's turn.
So this one devil near me, and then the Knight of Hell as well.
That's correct.
How are they both looking? The one near me hasn't been touched yet, but then the Knight of Hell.
The one near you has not been touched. The Knight of Hell his face has been raked, but he looks raring to go, shall we say. He does not look like he is even remotely out of the fight.
Well, that's unfortunate. Why did you make all of my abilities fire-based?
Well, you are a hellish pact warlock, so sorry. Well, you're more than welcome to change out some of your powers when you advance, and if you survive this encounter, you'll advance.
If it makes you feel better, I know the feeling. I'm a golden dragon, so...
Does the dragon go with Evil's turn, or does the dragon have its own turn?
The dragon has its own turn that is after Aelin and Thora.
So it's not evil. So maybe we can turn it to the light.
You can try. You're more than.
Come
I
on,
would
dragon.
love to see you.
Join us.
Someone
would
I
love
tell
to
believe I
see
did
you
a
take your turn.
detect reason on it, didn't I?
The dragon.
Yeah.
He doesn't right now. He doesn't seem reasonable.
Yeah. But I thought when we first encountered him, I did.
Aelin, you could use your gaze of defiance, with your warlock curse.
Yes, I think I'll use that gaze of defiance actually.
Okay. All right. So you're going to use it on the devil in front of you or the knight of hell?
Devil in front of me.
Okay, go for it.
He's already cursed.
Yes, he is.
Is a 26 going to hit?
That is a hit. So roll 2 die 8, 1 for the power and 1 for your curse.
Yep. I'm fumbling it. Then +3. 8.
Okay.
7 +3.
Ooh.
18.
All right. What does that look like when you use this gaze attack on him? It's psychic damage. What does it look like?
So she turns her face towards him and stares him down with her eyes, which seem to become pools of darkness, almost sucking all the light in from around and sucking any pride and hope from him as he starts to despair.
Okay. He looks at you and he looks like he's about to drop his pike. And some of the other devils are like, this is not what we signed up for. And some of them are taking massive amounts of damage. One of them got clawed to pieces. They're like, this was supposed to be like an easy snatch and grab job. And they're putting up a much worse. So you can see they're shaken across the battlefield from what you guys have done. And that is Thora's turn.
Aelin's turn.
Excuse me. Are you not done with your turn, Aelin? Did you want to?
Her name is
You cursed and you gazed. You still have a move.
No, I mean he was already cursed beforehand.
No, the one you cursed is the one you sent running.
No, it's in last episode.
Rock on.
Him.
Okay.
Which of my allies are near me?
To the right of you is Odelia. 2 squares to the left of you is Moralcon. 2 squares diagonal is Thora. Those are the only ones who are near you.
Thor. I'm going to look at Thora and yell down. May Lady Blackcloak take not pity, but rather may she look favorably upon your luck this day. And she's going to use favor of the gods on Thora.
Ooh, very nice. Okay.
What does that do?
Means the next time the target misses with an attack roll before the end of my next turn, it can re-roll the attack roll.
Very
but
nice.
you must use the new result even if it's lower.
Gotcha.
That sounds like Fauna. Okay. All right, it's your turn, Thora, so that's handy.
So the Tri-Lord is 6 squares up, 2 squares away?
He's 4 squares up from the pit.
Can't hit him.
Boogers.
He is going to thank Aelin for the assistance. He is then going to say, "Peace, sister," loud enough that Sister Fadaver can hear, and he's going to cast one of his healing words.
Oh, thank you.
So use a healing surge plus 2d6.
Oh, that's nice.
Because at level 6, it goes up to 2d6.
It goes up to 2d6 at level 6?
Yeah.
Oh, Irma Gersh. All right, roll the 2 die 6.
That is
okay.
Awesome.
Your power.
Oh, another 10 hit points.
Oh, that is beautiful. So I get 23 hit points back, which puts me up to a lovely 41. All right, so you hit her with healing word, and she's like blocking the strikes from the pitchfork, and she's like, "Oh, thank you."
You're welcome, sister. And you two devils, I have some more friends for you. And he is Marokon. You watch as he melts into scarabs and literally shifts between these demons and appears next to you again in his half-elven form as he casts Flowing Swarm.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah, this one's the gross one because I literally pass through them and deal damage.
Okay.
So Morokon flinched at the ew. Like, yeah.
That's a 17 and an 18.
Hit. Actually, it's a 19. It's a
19 and an 18.
Yeah. And those are both hits.
Okay. So another.
One of them is only a hit because of Odelia's spell.
So the first one takes 12 points plus 3, so 15, because I passed through them.
Okay.
And the second takes, ooh, that one's not good. 10 points plus 3, because I passed through him as well.
Okay.
Because I get to shift 4 squares, so I essentially like just 1, 2, and then back to the original square.
All right, so you just explode into all of these bugs, and they go like crawling all over and biting. One of the devils is screaming so violently he throws his pike down, trying to pull all of the bugs off of him, and he looks like he is ready to run.
Finhafara is hungry, sir.
Apparently, which probably sounds really creepy coming out of a bunch of bugs.
Well,
Very nice.
He's like reforming, and literally as the mouth appears, it's like Finhafara hungers.
Okay, Tommy, you were gonna say?
Oh, I was just going to say, I was wondering if Morokon, who's a giant lizard, thinks that Thora looks actually tasty in his bug form.
I forgot to add.
Problem.
I forgot to add the D6 of radiant.
Oh yes.
Oh.
So another 3 to the first, and another 3 to the second.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You are a hammer. All right. Now, one of them, like I said, he dropped his pike and he looks like he's ready to run because he is about to suffer the permanent death on Avernus. And the other one is looking at him running and is like, and they look up at the Knight of Hell like, I don't want to get in trouble, but I don't want to die forever. So it's getting dicey. Very good. Now, unfortunately, is the turn of the dragon. The dragon is unable to move towards Anduriel, but oh look,
And
there's
Divine
Lavender.
Challenge, remember? Yeah.
That's right. So unless it attacks you, Lavender, it's stuck. Now, Anduriel, is it immobilized with your grasp? It just can't move towards you. Okay. All right. Well, what is it going to do to you? Lavender, it really doesn't like you. You slammed into
Give me a
it.
kiss, cuddle.
And it already used its. Ooh, and it
Tell me how wonderful I am.
I don't think so.
You're
So
just
first
brilliant,
things.
Lavender.
I'll tell
First
you that
things
later.
It is
talking to you.
going to use
Well,
its tail
fine
sweep
then.
on you. What
Tail
is
sweep?
your? Does an 18 hit your reflex, Lavender?
My reflex. Funny, you should ask. My
Sweep
reflex
the leg, Johnny.
is 19.
Oh,
But
it
yes, adds to that.
misses. Okay. So,
I'm so
it
good,
comes.
see?
It comes swinging its tail around, and you like barely tuck and roll and jump over the tail, and it shrieks at you, and it is going to try to bite you.
Is it really clumsy because I wear such heavy armor? It's like, oh, this is hard.
Okay. Does a 22 hit your AC, Lavender?
22 AC. Yep.
Lavender, you take 13 points of bite damage, and you now have ongoing poison 5.
No. I mean, yes, but no. Okay. All right.
Okay. And that, unfortunately, yeah, it bites into you, Lavender, and you feel the poison enter the wound. And as it kind of like tears its teeth into you, it snarls like, "Paladins always taste delicious."
Oh, gosh dang it.
And
Staunching cloth armor.
oh, is that what you're going to use on your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty, and that is the dragon. Now it is Lachlan. Lachlan, it is your turn. Are you going to continue the song?
Yes, but I have to roll that wild magic. first.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Aelin, would you get that ready for us, please?
What am I getting ready? Oh, yes.
The wild magic, since he doesn't have it in front of him.
A 39.
Okay, roll a d10.
Okay. 9.
Your age changes by a number of years equal to the roll. If the roll is odd, you get younger. Minimum of 1 year old. If the roll is even, you get older.
Oh my gosh!
Hello,
So I just-
10-year-old.
I've got a friend!
Is Sabella gonna get a friend?
I'm in charge of the council.
Also, this doesn't end. This is just your age changes.
To remove affliction or something.
No,
I'm
it's-
sure
it's
you
changed.
you could have a remove affliction, but you are now
You are now
He's 10
10.
years old. The ladies and gentlemen would like to introduce you to the voice of the Hallowed Council, the childlike emperor.
The voice that hasn't changed yet. It's
Isn't Vana just a
would the
dirty hoe?
Would the voice like to sit in his booster seat today?
I'll not be spoken to like that.
I will throw you out the window, young man.
Okay, Lachlan, you shrink down into a 10-year-old, and the devils on both sides of you, they roar with laughter. They're like, ah!
Can we all see this?
Yeah.
In all fairness, Moroccon's gonna double over laughing as well.
Aylin's gonna laugh as well.
Everybody can see
Lavender's
this. It is a burst of wild magic. Everybody can see the explosion, and then Lachlan goes, "Boo!"
Cora
I'm here
looks
for
very
this.
concerned.
I am just
Lachlan,
raising an arm to the skies and giving Fauna a high five.
and people wonder why we love this game. Okay.
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 Well, statistically, can I still swing my sword?
You can, yes.
Okay. It is a rapier, not like
Yes.
an executioner's axe.
Hey, you're
so-
not that small.
You're not, yeah.
It
Says that.
de-aged with
Actually,
him.
he is.
It de-aged with him. It's now a block of iron.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna go for a virtuous strike on this, on one of these seared devils. So that's a 16 plus 15. That'll do. And that's a 15 radiant damage, Matt, and then
Okay.
I'm going to use Mocking Strike to add an additional 9 points of psychic and radiant to him. So
Okay. 24.
he looks down and he's like, "Really, Vana?" And then he just decides to roll with it. And so he just stabs this guy, and he's got, "A kid just hit you. You just got hit by a little kid." And the guy's he's so ashamed that he has to turn away, and I'm invisible to him. So
Okay.
he's actually going to take 24 points of damage.
Bite his ankles, Lachlan.
And
This is the
and
part
then-
where I point out that you have to continue doing this for another minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have. It's been a long time since I looked at the chart, so
Yeah. Well,
we'll see what
congratulations.
happens.
Congratulations. Yeah.
And then he continues to play the song.
Okay. You need to make a performance check, my friend.
Okay. Still with disadvantage.
Now it's
Still with greater disadvantage.
like a 5th grade recorder now.
Yeah. It's a kazoo. It's a like,
No,
Is he
well,
playing-
I rolled a 15 and a 17 on the dice, so
Okay.
that's 27.
all right. You continue to pipe out in between swings of that sword and like flashes of pubescent rage and like hair growing in places that are like you're like you swing and you continue to
Puberty hasn't begun.
11 10 that it can start at 10 and 11, but if it hasn't started for you, I can certainly appreciate that. Okay. Do you guys have to chaperone his dates now? I'm not. Never mind. Okay, sorry. Okay, we'll move on. All right, that is Lachlan. Morocon, it is your turn, my friend.
Sweet. So, of the two baddies that were next to Thora, which one ran away? Is the one next to me still there, or
He hasn't
do I-
had his turn yet. He can't run away.
Okay, so I still have two guys next to me. Yes.
Yes, you have one that is attacking you and one that is attacking Thora, but they are both next to you.
Okay. Well, I am going to Well, the one that was next to me, the one that was assigned to me, I've kind of had it with this guy. So let's just end this now. As I bring some radiant light up in my fist in a giant, just swinging uppercut with sacred shielding.
Okay.
On the dude that was next to me at a 26 versus AC.
So 27. That is a hit.
Oh, 27. That's right.
Don't forget to add your radiant damage.
Oh, don't worry, I won't. That's pretty good. So it's 14 damage plus, so 19 total damage.
Did you add your stone fist?
Can I do that on? I thought I could only do that with monk attacks.
That's a cleric attack. That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay, 19 points of damage. All right.
And Thora gets a +2 to all defenses until the end of my next turn.
That is.
Oh, so does Gizik.
Okay. All right, Gizik and Thora, keep that in mind. You have a +2 defenses because you know I won't remember. Okay, very nice. So Moroccan, you slam your fist into this thing, blazing with Hemina's, golden sunlight, and you smash into his armor, and he looks at you and like, I did not sign up for this, and he throws down his pike. He looks like one more hit, and he is going to be permanently dead, consigned to oblivion. Anduriel, it is your turn, my friend. Anduriel, you take 5 points of poison damage.
Yes, I do. Okay. All right. So I will sheathe the Leviathan's tooth and shift away from the demon.
Okay. The devil,
sorry. And sort of cordially greet Lavender. Hello, Lavender. So nice of you to join us. He is not going to try and use these strange powers anymore. He got burned last time. So he's going to attack the dragon with Overwhelming Shadow.
is that that's one of your new warlock powers, I believe.
It is a cleric power.
Oh, it is a cleric power?
It is a cleric power, yep.
Okay. Overwhelming Shadow.
What's with everyone stealing my shtick?
It was called
First
Searing
Warner,
Light, but we had to.
Now people stealing my warlock stuff.
Okay, rock on. All right, so this is a Naylock's form of Searing Light is Overwhelming Shadow. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
All right. Now, Anduriel, because your last two powers that you used were warlock powers, you feel the pull of your warlock magic weakening your hold on your clerical magic, and you will be making this at a -1 to attack and damage. However, because of Odelia's spell, it will just be whatever you roll.
Okay. So this is versus reflex.
Are you attacking the devil or the dragon?
The dragon.
Okay.
So that would be. It's not a weapon attack or a warlock attack. Do I have any bonus to the attack?
Just use your clerical attack roll minus. Let's see. Your weapon is a 2. So
Yeah.
your clerical attack roll, the weapon attack roll -2.
Okay. Very good. So that would be 25.
25. That is a hit.
Okay. All right. So here we go.
Ryan, you look constipated. What's the matter? Is you're muted too? I think, aren't you?
Sorry, my internet started to like spaz out. I was worried I was going to lose it.
Oh, okay. Well, we're glad you're still with us.
Okay, that's 12 points of damage, and then the target's blinded until the end of my next turn. The dragon is blinded. So basically what happens is, Anduriel, after saying hi to Lavender, Naylock, hear me now, please. We need you more than ever. Send my shadow to dispose of this foe. And his shadow kind of hesitantly, he's like, whoa, is this going to work? And then all of a sudden, it kind of fills up behind him, and then goes in and just covers over the dragon's entire head.
Okay, Lavender and Duriel's shadow jumps onto the dragon and begins shadow knifing the dragon on the side of its neck. And the dragon is wildly swinging its head because it cannot see now, which means that it gets a big time minus and you get greater combat advantage to attack it. So keeping that in mind.
A thumbs up. Like,
yeah, and
cool.
And Duriel, make a saving throw, please, to see if you can shake off the poison.
That is a 5.
No. That is a nerve.
I don't even think memory of 1,000 lifetimes. If I add 1 die 6, even if I got a 6, that wouldn't be enough, huh?
You only need a 10. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm allergic to terrible rolls. I'm
gonna try memory. I'm gonna try memory of 1,000 lifetimes.
You're gonna go. You only need a 5.
I got a 5.
Okay, there 10. You go. So you shake off the poison effect. You have a minor action, Enduriel. Do you want to use your healing word on yourself or Sister Fada?
Sister Fada, what?
No, never mind.
I can't even see her. Maybe I can. No, I'm good. That healing surge helped a lot from Lavender. So
okay. All right, very good. Odelia, it is your turn, sister. You have a devil on you. And Odelia, did we have you make a saving throw, please, to see if you broke the spell of pride on you last round? Roll the 1 die 20. You only need a 10.
What's the modifier to that one?
Does bless give you a +1 to saves?
No.
Then I'm afraid the modifier is ner. There is no modifier. What'd you get? A 5. Oh, Odelia, you must spend your standard action again berating everyone around you.
Okay, so who's by me now?
You have Lachlan. You just saw him shrink.
Can I just pick whoever?
You can pick whoever you want, whoever you feel better than, and just go off on them. Go for it.
So I have control of myself now. I'm ready to make an honest appraisal of your character. And I point at Marocon and I say, you are far too lizardy. And I'm not comfortable with it at all.
Oh,
I've never been around someone like you. And I thought that I would be okay with it, but it turns out I'm not. And you, pointing at Aelin, says, I don't know what was going on with your eyes, but it was dark and I don't like that one bit. And you, pointing to Sister Fadaver way far away, I was late because I was helping other people. And you need to just get down from your high horse and just leave me alone. I'm doing my best here.
Oh dear. Looks like we're back to the racism.
Okay, and apparently we're having a racist meltdown in the middle.
Well,
okay.
You can't pull her down off the high horse.
You said at the end of my last turn that I broke out of the. Did it do it again?
You did it again. It happened to you, and the curse rose up again. You still have your minor and your move.
All right.
And Aelin bickers back at you. She's like, "You don't talk to me,
my dear. You're not even high enough to pull her down off the high horse."
Oh.
Okay. And everyone looking around as Aelin and Odelia start fighting. What is going on?
Aelin's not fighting. She's being matter of fact.
Okay, very good. Alrighty, you still have your minor and your move, and you could use your action point. You could use your action point, Odelia.
So no, I've already used my action point. I used it last time. It's just 1 per day, right?
Okay. 1 every 3 encounters, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, so I've already used it.
All right.
Well, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
Okay.
Because usually I'd be looking for an ally to use it on. But right now, I don't like
don't-
any of you.
Right now, you don't have any left.
And
Yes.
I am in terrible shape, honestly, and I'm just going to use it on myself.
All right, so you get your surge value, and you can roll 2d6 to add to it.
All
You
right.
just hear Lavender like snickering in the background when Aelin gets insulted.
Anduriel thinks you're hilarious. He loves this.
And then I'm going to use as much movement as I can to try and get away from this terrible creature who is making me say such dreadful things.
Okay. All right, Odelia.
I'm going to go toward Lachlan.
If
wherever-
you use your Odelia, if you use your move action, you will lose the consecrated ground, unfortunately.
Well, he's up in the sky anyway. I've got to get away from him. He's making me not act like myself.
Okay.
Go help the
Well,
child.
that's okay. All right, so the
I'm
consecrated
running, I'm running
ground
straight for Lachlan.
vanishes. Okay. After doing not a considerable amount of damage to those 3 devils that were in your next to you and Aelin, Odelia, you're gonna go your movement 1, 2, 6. So what square do you want to end up in, Odelia?
Let's see. I can go 6, right?
Yep.
And okay, so I'm gonna go 2, 6. So that would be I-17, I think, is the closest because Lachlan's up by the dragon, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I-17,
ish.
I think, is about as far as I can go.
Okay. Alrighty. Odelia is in I-17. All right. 2 of the devils are going to take swipes at you as you exit. Swing and a miss, and swing and a miss. Congratulations. You got out safely. Okay, so they swing at Odelia, and she's like feeling bad, or I don't know. She runs away, runs towards Lachlan, and that is Odelia's turn. All right, Mr. Gizik, it is your turn, my friend.
All right.
You are prone.
I'll stand up. I will use my arcane pearl to
Recoup a power.
Actually, no, I won't use that. I'll grab a rock off the side of this chasm I'm in and throw it at the Hell Knight, the Tri-Lord.
Okay.
So that's a 17 versus reflex.
Unfortunately, that is a miss on the Tri-Lord. The
Is
Knight
it
of Hell's
close?
reflex. His reflex is a 21.
Okay, not even close.
Okay.
Let's see, and then I'll use an Ardent Surge. Just kind of give myself a little mental pep talk and feel better.
Okay. All right. Very good. And so that's you. That is your turn. Gizik, have you used your action point yet? Did you use it with the last fight?
I did not.
You want to use it now?
I'm
don't
not
have to.
sure what I would do.
Okay. All right. So that is Gizik's turn. Lavender, it is your turn that you have been patiently waiting for.
Okay, all right. Well, still got a dragon, and now he's got.
He's blinded.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not against attacking blind dragons. That's
Okay.
fine.
That's
My moral compass doesn't stop me.
that's fine.
That's cool.
What
That's
moral
reasonable.
compass?
Thank you. I'm glad you realized my true talents, which is to have no moral compass.
Okay.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay.
I try really hard. That's a 20 plus 1.
Yeah.
For thing. So
Okay,
21.
but you get to roll twice though because he's blind.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll take that. That's an 11 plus an 11 plus 1, 23.
Okay. So with Odelia's bless spell and combat advantage, you hit.
Hooray. Okay. And then Radiant Smite is a counter power. So I can't use that again. Never mind. Oops.
This is a new fight. You can use it now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Sure. I'll use
The
it
last
again.
one you used was Paladin's Judgment. You still have Radiant Smite.
Yes, but he's not a supernatural evil creature.
I don't
he?
think it doesn't matter. For your Radiant Smite, it does not matter.
Okay.
That is
That's
a-
cool. I'll use it. Get rid of a dragon. Why not? So that's 3d10 total plus 10. So allow me to grab my d10. I'm sorry, everyone. I always forget what d10 looks like. That's a 5 plus a 6 plus a 1. It's 12 plus 10 is 22.
Okay. This poor dragon, if we were in the habit of feeling bad for dragons, is completely unaware. Lavender, you lift your hammer up and it flares with white holy light or golden light of Vahara, just enough to pierce Anduriel's shadow, blinding the dragon. So the dragon's like, I can see! Bam! As you slam into its head. And the dragon, it starts wildly like bucking, like it almost in a panic at this point. Like it didn't think it was gonna go down like this.
Okay.
And that is what ends up happening there. Okay, that is Lavender. Now, Sister Fadavera, who I accidentally skipped, I will take her turn now. She has 2 of them on her. And well, first thing she's gonna do is use her minor action to use a she's going to use a minor action to use a healing surge on herself, lay on hands, which will give her that's 6. That will bring her back up to full. So she heals herself back up to full, and then she is going to use her other minor action to use Virtue to give herself temporary hit points equal to her surge value. And then she is going to use Self-Righteous Smite on one of these bad boys. And that is unfortunately a 16 versus AC. However, she's going to use Memory of 1,000 Lifetimes and add a 3 and hit.
Oh, yeah.
So that will be 2d10. Plus her bonus 6. Ooh, that is ugly. So she does 26 points of damage to the devil in front of her as she slams into it with her greatsword. And she says, she takes her sword and uses Self-Righteous Smite, and she blocks an attack and swings violently, and she goes, "You're already in hell. I don't have anything left to say to you." And then she slams her greatsword down over its shoulder and cuts a deep furrow into this bad boy, and it gets ugly. And it looks at her like with one hit, she just dropped it to half its hit points and bloodied it. It starts looking around like, she has all her hit points back, and I don't have half of mine. And it looks like it's looking for the next door. All right, back up to the top, my friends. It is now Hell's turn. The Knight of Hell is really irritated because his curse of narcissism did not work on you, Aelin. And so he is going to breathe down a blast 5 on Aelin, Morokon, Thora, and Gizik. All right, so here it comes. He uses Pit Fiend's Breath. Thora, does a 24 hit your reflex?
With all of my bonuses, unfortunately, yes.
Okay, Morokon, does a 26 or 25 hit your reflex?
Ooh, I wish it didn't.
Aelin, does an 18 hit your reflex?
I'm currently waiting for my character sheet to load again. What's my reflex?
Your reflex is only 15, Aelin. Unfortunately, that is a hit.
Okay, let me see if there's anything I can do about that.
Well, you do have fire resistance as a tiefling, so that's going to help. Gizik does a 23.
Is this the Knight of Hell?
Yes, he is breathing out Pit Fiend's breath down on all of you.
I'm sorry, what was that about the curse of misfortune?
Okay, you're going to make him roll again. Okay.
It's whenever the target makes an attack roll.
Okay, well, that one was a 17, so he hit you with both of them. However, unfortunately, he does get to save against that spell, and he broke it on the previous round.
Ugh, damn it.
Sorry about that. And then finally, so that was Thorokon. Gizik, does a 23 hit your reflex, Gizik?
I think that a snail would probably hit my reflex.
Okay. All right. Oh, that's not too bad. Okay, so you all take 17 points of fire damage and ongoing fire 5. Very nice, because of your tiefling fire resistance.
So
Moralcon, you have
half
fire
17.
resistance, don't you?
I do as well.
All right. So
that's-
he flies up and just goes, "Rah!" and like breathes out. He screeches out and belches fire all over you. And you guys are like, oh my gosh, that hurts. And then you realize that the fire itself is like dancing like little imps around you and continues to burn on you.
Oh, please, how gaudy.
If the target fails their first save, they are dragged partially into hell and they would be insubstantial. However, you're already here. So that's not really going to have any effect on you whatsoever. If you fail your second save, the ongoing fire damage increases to 10 and you will be weakened.
So even though I have fire resistance, I still need to save against it?
You do, because it could breach your resistance if it gets to 10, Moralcon.
Okay.
And he is going to hover on his action and fly up 2 more squares to be 6 squares above the pit and hopefully out of a lot of your problems. And let's see what else he might want to do. Let's see if he recharges Awaken Pride. And he does not recharge Awaken Pride. All right, that is his turn, unfortunately. Now, Aelin, one of the other devils that you carried away with Cause Fear, has finally made its way back to you, and he is looking for a fight. So, going down the line, Sister Fadaver takes 2 attacks. Oh, and that is a hit and a miss. So she will take 11 points of damage, and she is marked. That doesn't even take out her temporary hit points now. So she used Virtue. So he stabs her, and it doesn't even penetrate that white aura of energy around her. And moving down the line, Aelin, you have 2 attacks on you. Miss. 2 6s rolled. So that is a pathetic miss. So Aelin, you easily sidestep both clumsy fools.
Pathetic.
Thora, 6 and a 9. Thora does a 9 plus 8. Does a 17 hit your AC, Thora?
Because of Moroccan, I have a current 21.
Ooh, okay. So once again, the same thing happens. That holy aura over you, he stabs you and it hits like right in your side, but it can't penetrate Moroccan's holy light. And that is a miss. And moving down the line, Lachlan, they almost can't stop laughing to attack you. They move over like, oh, skewer the precious baby. Lachlan, that unfortunately is a 17 and a 15 plus 8.
Yeah.
Anything?
Nope, can't do anything about that.
All right, well, that's a crappy roll. Congratulations. So that's 5, 8 plus 8, 16 points of damage only, my friend. Congratulations. Could have been a lot worse. Anduriel, you have 1 on you. He rolls a 2 and misses. Odelia, you have 1 on you. It rolls a 4 and misses.
I ran away from them.
He chases after you, unfortunately, Odelia.
All right.
I know. If only it were in the rules that they couldn't follow.
He's your friend.
But he rolled low, Odelia, and he missed you. Congratulations. Gizik, you tore yours to shreds. Lavender, you don't have any devils on you when they found their... overall, you are now at the point in the battle where it has become obvious that the cohort of devils that was sent to this portion of this city to attack you is completely unequipped to the task before them. The dragon is getting pummeled by Lavender and Anduriel, and it's just not taking, and you guys keep healing your wounds. So by and large, it looks as though on this round of combat, the Seer Devils are going to run for their lives or their afterlives, as the case may be. And that is evil, that is Hell's turn. Now, it would be Sister Fadaver's action turn. She is going to use Radiant Smite. And unfortunately, she rolled a 2, which is a swing. That's a 14, and there's nothing I can do about that. Swear word. Swing and a miss. Okay, so she swings and misses, and now it is Aylin's turn.
All right.
You got 2 seared devils in front of you, and the Knight of Hell 6 squares above you, Aelin.
Knight of Hell, how is he looking?
He's fine. He looks like he could keep going.
How irritating. Okay, I'm going to... May as well use Gaze of Defiance again.
Okay, go for it. Are you using it on the devil in front of you, or are you using it on the Knight
I'll
of Hell?
use it on one of the ones in front of me.
Okay.
The
You've
one
cursed them
which-
both.
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 19, so
He's
27.
good. Yeah,
So I think I'll...
roll 2d8 and add 5.
8, 4, 12 is 17.
Okay. Aelin, you've done this twice now. So what
Plus-
this literally
plus
looks
1d6.
like... It's not a melee attack, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
And so, Aelin, you've done this twice now. So this is what it basically looks like. Your eyes are blazing with light, and you keep you're pushing him back away from you, and blood is streaming out of his eyes, and he's looking at you, and he's like his brain is getting fried. And you take a step forward, and he takes 2 steps back, and he throws down his pike. He's done. One more hit, and he is gone. And that would be Aelin's turn. Okay, Thora, it's your turn. One of them's ready to go, Thora. The other one is looking like he has some fight left in him.
Oh, and Aelin, though it's not actually... She can't actually do anything else, it's rather she is now speaking up, and her voice has almost a tinny kind of echo to it. And she's saying, by Vorna's grace, lay down your weapons and you will restrain your partner there.
Okay. The 2 of them next to you look like they're panicking a little bit, and you see that all around you too. Thora, the one next to you is panicking. One of them is too focused. He's taking a hit, but he looks like he's still in the game.
Gotcha. Thora is going to actually turn away from them, giving them a chance to run. He's going to look at the Knight of Hell up above, and he is going to plant his staff in the ground and just kind of pull his hands down as he casts Chill Wind, pulling the creature down toward him if it works.
Good luck.
Oh, come on.
Don't
Versus
forget your
Fortitude.
+1.
Oh, so it's a +10. Here we go. 23?
That hits everything except for his AC. So you got him.
Okay. So he takes where's my D6? There it is. He takes 5 points of cold damage +2, so 7 points of cold damage.
Okay.
And he gets pulled 1 square closer to Marokon and I.
Okay.
In a diagonal down.
All right. So Thora, you slam your staff on the ground, and a freezing cold nimbus of cloud and wind and storm starts driving him down. He beats his wings like he's trying to stay aloft, and it's pushing him down towards you. And he's he looks like it's just an annoyance, but he's alarmed that he can't control his own flight. So he is now only 5 squares away from you then. Okay. You still have a minor and a move. Anything you want to do?
With the minor, he's going to cast Seed of Healing.
Good plan. Okay, that is Thor's turn. Okay, it is the dragon's turn. Enduriel, your blindness is no longer on him. And he looks really, really angry right now at you. And also at Lavender, who has just beaten the crap out of him. And he snarls at you, Lavender.
Hello.
And he's already used his Acid Mire spell. Lavender,
Just leave me alone.
He's going to provoke an attack of opportunity from you, Lavender. So go ahead and take an attack of opportunity on him as he
Aw, heck yeah.
casts a spell.
What do I add to opportunity? Just my strength?
It's just a melee basic attack, whatever that is on your character sheet. It's on the very center, so plus 11.
16.
So unfortunately,
Oh, do I get a +1? 17.
yes, but that's still not a 26. So, oh no, wait, this is the dragon. He's that's a 26. Sorry, he and the Knight of Hell have the same AC. Lavender, he casts a lightning serpent spell on you.
Okay, I do the interrupt. Telekinetic scream. Heck no.
Oh, you mean you're gonna? Well, you can't interrupt it with that, but you can reflect the spell with Channel Divinity.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
what I meant.
All right. What do you
Reflected.
say as you channel Divinity?
All that's coming to mind right now is Bahara says no, but that's not. By the light of Bahara, protect me.
Okay. He casts lightning serpent.
By the light of Vahara, I will punish you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Very nice.
Remember your glue.
We're the nice
All right.
one. Remember, you're the terrible one.
Okay. Using her unique channel divinity power, since she worships the goddess of good magic, Lavender, you see this like serpent of lightning come out of his mouth, coming at you, and you're like, I don't think so. And the lightning serpent like flies towards you, and then it turns around and it bites the green dragon, and it's like crackling with electricity. It takes a whopping 27 points of electricity damage.
I made the right choice. Okay. That was good.
The dragon looks, it's charred, it's stabbed. I mean, it wasn't recovered completely from the
Does
first
it smell
battle.
tasty?
Well, parts of it are, you could cut a piece and it would be sanitary for eating. So
okay.
That is the dragon's turn. Okay,
I'm
Lachlan,
just saying,
it's
if
your
we're
turn.
low on rations.
Yeah. Lachlan, it is your turn. However, Lavender, the dragon takes a shift move away from you and starts backing up, looking like it's ready to bolt, being that it only has 50 hit points left.
So how far away is it from me?
The dragon?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9 squares away from you, Lachlan.
Okay. So he moved 6 squares away from Lavender?
Yes, but first you need to roll for wild magic.
Oh, yes. Well, isn't that just ducky?
Well, I hope you don't reduce in age again, or we're going to be diapering you. Try rolling high this
You
time.
can't be the voice if you're too young to speak.
I've got the chart ready.
Okay, well, I'm going to attempt to let me think. I got to think what I'm doing first before I roll.
It doesn't work like that.
Okay, well, let's just
Gotta roll with the punches.
Roll with the punch.
Or roll with the dice, whichever.
Or punch the rolling dice.
And
Something.
I have the chart here.
You have the chart? Okay. So I got a 75. That's high.
High is usually better.
You glow with bright light in a 30-foot radius for the next minute. Any creature that ends its turn adjacent to you is blinded until the end of its next turn.
Okay. That
I'm a shiny kid.
Yeah. So the wild magic, like, you know, it explodes, it's surging out of you, it's flying all around you, and all of a sudden you just blare with rose-colored light, and both of the searing devils are like, ah! And now you have your turn.
Oh, well, cool. All right, well, let's just shove one of those guys into Thora.
Okay.
I will blunder. I'll cast blunder, and that's a 29 versus will. And so he'll take 12 points of damage. I will slide him 3 squares away from me and let Thora take melee basic with a +3 to attack.
All right, go for it, Thora.
As I make sure I have my melee basic. Okay. with a that's a 26 to hit with the +3.
That will
That's
do
plus
pig.
1, so 27.
27. For a whopping 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Alrighty. That is Lachlan's turn. Morocon, it is your turn. At this point, we will break. And I will tell you that the dragon is backing up and running. The seared devils flee the field at that point. They take off running. It's total panic. Whatever semblance of order and chaos, or there was, has now devolved completely into chaos, and they all go running. The Knight of Hell looks around and looks around at all of his forces fleeing the battlefield, and he looks to the left and he looks to the right, and he doesn't look like he knows quite what to do. And that is when something rather impressive happens. The battle kind of breaks into chaos, and then there are 4 rather fantastic visual displays as around the Knight of Hell materializes a pillar of golden light, a cloud of green smoke, a crackle of red lightning, and a whirlwind of rose petals. And you see 4 divine figures around you. You recognize an older woman in a white, she's wearing a white robe and a white apron over her. You recognize the prophetess of Bestera, Mother Anna Omelia. Next to, on the other side of her, is Nombulus, the demigod of dreams, which you recognize by his constantly shifting species. Every 2 seconds when you blink from one species to another. In the whirlwind of rose petals, you recognize Saint Delia Adira, the demigoddess of beauty. And in the crackle of red lightning, you recognize Lysandra, the demigoddess of rebellion, who aided you in the castle when Sabella's family was attacked. And they materialize around the Knight of Hell, and he looks for a minute like he's caged in. And Mother Anomalia physically looks smaller. She looks like she's barely taller than Odelia. And she reaches up and grabs hold of him and pulls him. And he's like drawn down towards her and can't move away. And she pulls him closer and says, you tell your dread mistress and her consort that Horta is under the protection of the gods and their servants, and she will gain no souls for her army this day. And then she flings him, and he goes tumbling backwards into the street. And he snarls, and he looks up at her, and he says, you're in hell. How long do you think your city will survive? You will wither like a fruit on the branch in the heat of the day. Our time is eternal. Can your servants say the same? And then he teleports in a burst of flame away. And that is the end of him. A stillness settles over the battlefield as the Hallowed Council and the clerics of Bestera send the forces of hell and the cultists running, turning the tide of the battle completely. And Mother Anomalia turns around and she says, a battle well fought, my brave, brave children. If we are all to survive this, we must win the war, however. Horta and all of its people will fall to the corruption of the hells, both within and without, unless your faith may make a difference. You have earned the favor of the gods through your selfless service. I ask you now to pray. Ask your gods for the blessings that only they can grant. And she turns to you, Lachlan, and she says, look around at the people. Look at their fear, Paladin. Beseech Sindel for what only she can grant them. And then she just stops and folds her hands over that apron.
Can you change me back?
Is that what Lachlan says?
Yes.
Okay, you say that. Mother Anna Omelia, she kind of crooks a smile, but Saint Delia Adira puts her hands on her hips and goes, and she just belly laughs. And she points to you, and she flicks her hand. And Lachlan, not only are you transformed back into yourself, but your charisma goes up by 2 permanently.
What?
You could have at least taught him a lesson. Could have at least,
Also,
let him suffer consequences for once in his life.
Lachlan looks delicious. And Duriel, you're starting to feel a little self-conscious in front of him. His muscles get a little tighter. He's got an 8-pack now instead of a 6-pack. His hair does this like lustrous sheen or whatever, and the mole disappears.
Aelin resists the urge to vomit.
Okay. All right. Aelin, you resist the urge to vomit, and Rebellion looks at you and she goes, oh, love priests. And she shakes her head.
So he will fall to his knees and kneel before her, and then he's gonna belt out his prayer. He says, Sindel, preserve truth and beauty in Horta and fill the hearts of its people with love. And then he keeps saying it over and over, but quieter.
Love priests indeed.
Okay, Lachlan, a very strange thing happens as you utter your prayer. A flash of rose-colored light kind of just ripples out from you like a rock being dropped, and you actually see the people around you, like the priests of Bestera. They put their arms around each other. They help each other up off the floor. One of them comes over to Odelia and tells her that she fought well and her magic turned the tide of battle. And you visibly see like affection, like people. And Duriel, you get filled with this spontaneous urge to hug Morocon. You're more than welcome to resist it.
Saith what?
But there is a noticeable effect. And once Lachlan finishes his prayer, the 4 demigods assembled look at the rest of you and raise their eyes like waiting.
What of Mistress Fauna?
All right. Lysandra, the demigoddess of rebellion, looks up to you and she says, oh, just pray to her already. You know she just loves the attention.
Oh, I know. She'll take a knee and grasp her Ironscar rod in her grasp. All magic is truth, and all truth is magic. Magic is not good nor evil, but it is here to serve and to protect us, and for us to serve and to protect it, and may it serve us in our hour of need against the forces of hell. May it cast out the darkness within our hearts and burn away that which makes us lose sight of all that is dear.
Okay, Aelin, you finish your prayer as you take a knee, and there is a crackle of black lightning overhead, and you feel the force of the spectrum, the source of magic on Ienia. You feel it kind of wash over the city of Horta and push out the influence of infernal magic. Therefore, spells that are cast within Avernus in the city of Horta will no longer be tainted by the effects of Avernus. You feel magic stabilize as you finish your prayer, at least for now. And the rest of you feel it too. You feel like, as Aelin finishes her prayer, you feel like a weight has been lifted off of you that you didn't even realize was pressing on you.
And may the fortunes of chaos always be on our side. Well,
Thora,
pretty ex-vampire boy.
Okay.
Neil, do something.
He's too busy loving Morocon right now. Who knows what, like, Thora, do you speak up?
Thora, actually, he walks about 20 feet away toward like a patch of soil. and he scrapes the soil away, and he takes the seed of healing, and he places it in the earth, and he covers it. In earshot of everybody, but far enough away that like this is a private, almost natural prayer. He says, Finhafara, bless the lands, the beasts, the plants to repel the wicked. May their blood provide fertilizer for the growth in the young. May the new young grow strong. And as the prayer finishes, the seed of healing begins to sprout.
And not only does the seed of healing begin to sprout just slightly up through there, you begin to see the beginnings of edible plants and fruits begin to come up through the cracks around the temple of Bestera. And you look down, you can see in the alleys between the temple, you can see corn stalks grow up. You can see fruit trees begin to bear fruit, and you see the signs of life. There's a garden near you, and you look, and there's like a raspberry bush now there. And all over the city, there come visual signs of Finhafara's blessing.
All right. Seeing this, Odelia, she doesn't go down to her knees because she's already too close to the ground as it is. But she raises her hands high up above her head and she says, oh, Moiris, send your cleansing waters to wash away this darkness and to quench these fires of hell. Make sure the people of Horta have clean water to drink and to bathe their wee babes. Let them feel the joy and refreshment that clean water brings.
Okay, Odelia, you finish your prayer, and that cloud that formed overhead when Aelin prayed, it grows and expands over Horta, and the cloud goes white and pure and beautiful in the sky, and it begins to drop a gentle rainfall over the entire city. And as it falls down, it washes away the filth of the battle more so than it should, and all of your wounds are healed. And it's still falling, but it's gentle. It's falling. You know, when you walk out and you're not even sure that it's raining, but it's falling, it's like in the area, the rain continues to fall.
Thank you, Moiris.
It soaks Lavender a little bit more, though. Like near her, it rains just a little harder, and yeah.
It is sad that Lulu's not here to appreciate that.
Yeah, poor Lulu. You'll have to forgive Lulu. She had to run off and take care of an appointment that she had. We miss her, but anyway. Benjamin, Jeffrey, JT.
Gizik lifts his staff up with one hand and grabs the amulet with the other, and he calls out, Sigrund, protect us from the devils of hell and lead us to artifacts that can grow our power. Protect the souls of these people from hell, and then as payment, you can take some of them into your service when they die.
Okay, you finish that prayer, and two of the clerics around you are like, wait, what? Like, what? Now, Gizik, as you finish your prayer, particularly when you mention the piece about leading you to artifacts of power, there is a brilliant flash of green light coming from Lavender's satchel. And it continues to pulse. Gizik, you are the only one who sees this. Excuse me, Gizik and Aelin are the only ones who see this.
In Lavender's satchel?
In Lavender's satchel, like on her pack that is like, at her side, it's pulsing this bright, powerful green light.
We will take care of that later.
Yes, you will. Okay.
You, me, and Lavender will have a discussion later.
All right. You talked me down.
Out of earshot of these others.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. JT.
All right. Anduriel kind of feels this this sense of familiar purpose for a cleric for a cleric of Naylock, and he just puts his hand on his fist onto his heart, and bows his head and just says, Naylock, cast your shadow over the journey of these souls, protect them from the predators of the beyond, and grant them rightly earned vengeance on those who have wronged them this day.
Okay. And Ariel, you look around and you see multiple people's shadows in response to your prayer transform as though they were holding weapons and as though they were prepared for war, no matter what they're holding. And you get the impression that Naylock has just blessed everyone's shadow to protect them in battle, or to grant them vengeance. But either way, you get the impression that their shadows will now act in subtle ways to defend them from harm or danger. And you're the only one who notices that, by the way. Nobody else really sees that effect, but you've studied shadows your whole life, and so it's very obvious to you. Moroccan.
Okay, so Moroccan takes a step away from as many people as he can, and then he will channel divinity and start glowing with radiant light. You see his you see the brand on his chest, the sign of Hamina, start to burn and glow. He pounds his fist together and bows and says, Hamina, I do not ask that you save this city. Brick and mortar can be rebuilt, but we all have a path to follow, and it can be quite difficult to see in a place like this. Please light their paths and make them plain so that they may be safe and not succumb to the evils of hell.
Okay, Moroccan, the cloud that Ayland and Odelia's prayers summoned very briefly parts, and a shaft of sunlight comes down and kind of bathes everyone in warmth. And that shaft of sunlight just kind of hangs in the air around the Temple of Bestera, and it illuminates the entire area. So much so, and as it falls on the plants that were summoned by Thora's prayer, they begin to grow further. As the effect of these multiple blessings begins to manifest itself in harmony, not only with one another, but also in the effects that they have themselves. And then you hear Lavender's prayer, I hope.
For the people of Horta, I offer the strength of Vahara. Stand up and fight. For the people of Horta, I offer the strength of Vahara. Stand up and fight.
So I don't know if you could hear that, but that was Lulu's pre-recorded prayer. She said, for the people of Horta, Vahara, stand up and fight. And you kind of feel a mental presence fill your mind. For the briefest moment, everybody feels another presence in your mind, like a warm, bolstering presence. And you feel logic and reason begin to settle over you as you realize you might be in hell, but hell operates by rules, and those rules can be turned to your favor. And things that you studied in your temples and in your classes, things that your mentors preached to you, in the Citadel of Perpetual Light, in Finhefara's groves, in the Order of Autumn's temple, in Naylock's church, in Moiris' shrines, in Aquinocia, in the Coven of Twilight, things that you remember Sigrun's Elspeth teaching you about Sigrun, they come back to your mind, and you realize that hell has rules, and that they begin to come freely to your mind, and you feel more than capable of solving the problem before you. So you finish your prayers, and there's a general feeling of just divine presence throughout the city. And that's when the light of Hamina's sunbeam dims slightly. And it comes back, but it dims a little bit. You see the cloud recede a little bit, as though something were pushing against the blessings that you've invoked by your deities. And the demigoddess Rebellion looks at you all and she goes, well, that sure as hell didn't last very long, did it? And Mother Anomalia in the white apron just kind of scowls at her, and Saint Delia says, sure there was a more attractive way that we could have phrased that, dear. And Lysandra just laughed.
I think she phrased it well, given we are in hell.
And she nods at you and she says, the woman in the white apron, the prophetess of Bestera, says you are indeed in hell, and it is the will of the gods that you traveled here. What happened? The infestation of the cult of Asmodeus in the city, the descent into Avernus, was caused in part by the weakening of the faith of the people across this republic. And she says, it is the will of the gods that you bring respite to those who are trapped here in Avernus. And she points out across the horizon, and kind of the first time that you've noticed it, you see that you are not the only city that is hanging in the skies above Avernus. In the distance, you see a city that is hanging over what looks to be like some kind of river that is flowing through mid-air of gray, murky water. And you see another city that is not only hanging in mid-air, but it is surrounded by black, dark, thick chains. And Mother Anomalia says, behold the city of El Terrell. Within the city of El Terrell are worshippers of the gods of Ienia. There, many of them are known by different names. And she says, it is the will of the gods of Ienia that you aid those people. And she looks to you, Lachlan, and she says, 2 tasks are set before you. 2 tasks that if you accomplish this service on behalf of your deities, will allow the gods to answer your prayers and lift Horta out of Avernus. Come to the aid of the city of El Terrell and find a way to break the chains that bind it here so that El Terrell may return itself to the world of Aber Toril. And she looks around at the rest of you, like at the clerics, and she says, to the church of Bestera, does the task of rooting out the rest of Asmodeus' cult within the city. For though the gods may have blessed the city of Horta with their protection, that protection can be weakened from within. And then she looks back to you, Lachlan, and she says, also to you goes the task of finding a means of destroying the solar insidiator. And she points up to it above the chapel of Bestera, where it continues to pulse with black energy pulsing out there. And she says, it is the solar insidiator which keeps you here, which keeps this city bound. El Terrell has another solar insidiator at its base. It keeps that city trapped there, even as this keeps Horta trapped here. Come to the aid of your God's children upon another world, and they will grant your prayer and lift Horta out themselves. Now, Rebellion interrupts her and says, oh, don't forget to tell them what we're doing unless they think they're doing all the heavy lifting. And Saint Delia looks at her and goes, bragging is so unflattering. It just makes you so unattractive. And she just holds up her hand like this. And Anomalia says, ladies, please. We will each be taking a corner of the city of Horta, and we will keep Horta from sharing El Terrell's fate for as long as we can. Long enough, we hope, for you to be able to find a way to free the city, break the chains, destroy the insidiator. And then she looks to you and she says, Sibella is the key. As long as Morpheus' chosen remains within the city, the god of deception will be able to conceal our presence from Zariel, the Archduchess of Avernus. And Rebellion laughs, and she goes, it's going to drive the little chit and her boyfriend crazy. And she just breaks into laughter. And then she throws an arm around Aelin companionably. And she giggles a little bit. And St. Delia even covers her mouth and giggles a little daintily into her hand. And she says, as long as Sabella is here, our presence will be concealed from Zariel. But we're running on borrowed time. We cannot protect and sustain this city forever. I do not know how long we can hold out. I suspect we may be able to give you a month.
Your Holiness, I do have a question of you. We cannot leave, but can others enter?
And she says, I'm afraid to say that they can. As Zariel sent one cohort of troops to drag the people of the Hell, to drag them into service, she will send others. And she looks over to the assembled knight that was with Lavender, and she says, defending the city of Horta will fall to the Church of Bestera and to the assembled knightly orders.
So there is a possibility for us to call for reinforcements should need become dire.
She says, I believe that would be wise. And she looks around and she says, we will not be able to communicate with you from this point on. It will take all of our divine energies to keep Horta from falling deeper, possibly into the river Styx, and to protect it and to maintain the blessings granted here today. And she says, I wish we could do more for you, but we must take our places throughout the city now. And each one of the demigods takes a step away, and they look back, and they step, each of them, in the direction of the four corners. And they look back.
Before you leave,
can speak now.
Before you leave, should the city fall and we fail, what would you urge us to do?
Find any way that you can to rescue as many as you can, and find a way out of Avernus. The gods are with you. We four may not be able to come to your aid, but the gods will still send signs. Look for them. Seek them. Have faith. Doors will be open to you. And then all four of them take a step towards a different corner of the city in synchronization with each other. And they all vanish in those same manifestations, in a cyclone of rose petals, a crackle of red lightning, a cloud of green gas, and a column of holy light. And you are left there with the clerics of the Church of Bestera and several missions ahead of you, which we will split up into different streams and get into next time. And so that brings us to the end of a 2.5-hour episode. Thank you, everybody who has joined us. We hope that you will enter our contest. We hope that you will continue on our adventures as we now split up into our 2 separate streams, where we will probably be mixing up the casts a little bit moving forward. And that will be something that we handle off stream that will come up. So our next stream will be a week from today, I believe. And that is on February 3rd. And Ryan will be DMing that stream. And if you want to know who is going to be on it, I guess you'll need to tune in. So that is how we will move forward. Anyway, we like to end on a high note or on a positive thought. And we call it Consider This if you are joining us. And Ryan has our positive thought for the evening.
So it's just kind of short. I'm sure that people are aware of good old Kobe dying suddenly and unexpectedly with his daughter. And in thinking about that and other losses that happen, my own grandmother recently fell as well and was my parents and I found her in a pool of blood and thought she was done for, and she's okay now, but it's kind of an inevitable thing, and we just never know when our time's up, when God will call us home. So there's a little bit of a cheesy quote, but I really like it. It says, yesterday's history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the present. And but I like it because so often, even well-meaning, we set goals, we look to the future, we think about what we have tomorrow and the next day and the next day, but often we don't always take advantage, or as as helpful as those things can be, they shouldn't distract us from what we're doing today. The present is the gift that we have before us, and we never know when our present is going to expire. So, do love those around you, and take advantage of the joys and pleasures of life that make you happy, and connect with others, because it may be your last time to say hello.
Anybody have anything like to add to that?
Here.
Make silly puns while you can, because if you don't say them now, then you've wasted all that brain power. I just need to lighten it up a bit.
Amen,
I like
sister.
that. Yeah, I appreciate that, and I intend to use as many puns in the future as possible. I know JT won't stop using them. There's a little bit. So yes, I think that's a good point. I mean, anxiety is so prevalent right now in our world, and can you blame our world, right? I know so many people who struggle with anxiety. We need to laugh. We need to take the time to be happy and to take joy in the small things. I take joy in everybody here on the stream. Everybody here on the stream makes me smile for a different reason. So thank you for joining us. And anybody else?
Don't forget to love each other.
I will add on to that as well. As much as you need to respect and revere what you have in the present, also don't forget to find joy and entertainment and fun in it, even if that means just making fun of it sometimes, because sometimes you need to smile, and smiling can change a day.
But not with a stick of butter wrapped in sugar.
No,
I don't think you should.
The only thing on this earth which is completely unforgivable is the shame stick.
The shame stick. I agree.
Well, you could have like a stick of Crisco rolled in sugar.
No, that's not even.
No,
that's not even natural.
No amount of holy water, no amount of sage, nothing.
Like
nothing
butter and
can,
sugar. Yeah.
Nothing can purify this monstrosity.
Yeah, no. And with that, we'll finish up. Everybody have a good night. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, have a good one, guys.
Yeah, good night.
Adios.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.